some games going forward, though. Much-watched games. We picked our LSU Bama. Kansas State and Texas in a battle really in the Big 12. I think how many Kansas State? Let's see here. I think they only have one loss. No, they have two. I'm sorry. But still, Oklahoma, Kansas State, Texas are kind of your tops in the Big 12 right now. Texas still doesn't have Quinn Ewers. So is this a sneaky upset from Kansas State here, guys? What do y'all think? Quick picks here.
I'm going to stick with Texas in this one. I think they still have the better football team, and I think it's going to set up for a Red River rivalry rematch in the other Dallas stadium.
Okay. Tyler, what you think?
Man, this is a tough one. I mean, 2 weeks ago, these two teams just faced off against Houston, and Texas barely survived. And on Saturday, Kansas State won 41-0. They absolutely destroyed
doors
them.
off of them.
Not having Quinn Ewers has been tough. They're able to beat BYU. BYU is 5-2. I think that they're going to be solid. They're going to be in a bowl team. But man, Kansas State, that defense, if it can travel, I think that this is going to be a tough matchup. So give me Kansas State. Give me the upset. I think that K-State is ready to shake up the Big 12 race, and I think that they get the job done. I want some absolute chaos to happen.
Me too.
So please hurry up on this upset. So I'm going to root for one. Give me K-State.
The chaos creator is my spidey senses are tingling here.
Crystal ball.
Yes, I have my crystal ball. I'm looking into it, and I see a Kansas State upset. And we get to our first look at Arch Manning, and he sucks. Texas A&M, Ole Miss. Who do y'all got?
I got to go Ole Miss in this one. I think Ole Miss is going to set up a top 10 game next week against Georgia. And I think that the Rebels defense is starting to look really good too.
Okay, Tyler, are they right?
I almost thought of this as my best bet. So I think that Ole Miss, you get them at home. Texas A&M's defense, we'll give them problems, but it's going to be the Quinton Judkins show. I think that he's going to
cover that
defense. Yeah, I think that Ole Miss wins this one and sets up a real good showdown between next week. I think that Ole Miss could really shake up the SEC race with a win next week in Athens.
I'm picking Ole Miss to win this one as well. I really want Texas A&M to win, but I'm going Ole Miss. And it's gonna be a top 10 matchup, I think. Ole Miss and Georgia. It's gonna be a prime time 2:30 SEC. What are their names? Gary Daniels and
Gary Danielson
and Musburger. What? Who the hell?
He retired.
He was the perv that was hitting on.
You trapped in 2013.
I hate them so much. I haven't even learned their names, Tyler. Okay.
Hey, this is your last game that you have to deal with them because you already locked yourself in. If you go,
they're getting banished to the Big Ten, and they're going to have to go do Oregon versus Rutgers.
Finally. Missouri, Georgia, another big SEC matchup. I think we all agree on the Dogs.
Yeah, roll with the Dogs.
Yeah, and then this one looked great at the beginning of the season. Was going to be probably a top 5, but not so much anymore. Washington versus USC. I think it definitely has the opportunity for Washington to score 1 billion points. Now, it's a matter of fact, if USC can, they can definitely score with them. But with how they've been struggling against weaker opponents, give me Michael Penix, man. I mean, big Penix energy all day.
Not so fast. I'm going to call the upset.
Okay.
USC gets back on track in a shootout and dashes the Pac-12's goodbye hopes of making the playoff on their way out as a conference. I think that we'll see Oregon and Washington have to play again, and it's just going to be a convoluted mess. And this knocks out the Pac-12.
Okay. I mean, the over/under set right now at 76, so take that as you will.
That's like 3 of the NFL games combined this week.
There's going to be a lot of points scored. Like you mentioned, both of these teams have struggled. I think that it's going to be like a 52-49 type of game. I agree with Wade. I know I picked Washington to make the playoff, but screw it. Give me chaos. USC gets it done.
They still could make the playoff if it's a close loss, but Yeah, they would have to go 2-0 against Oregon. I don't know if that's
And they
gonna
have some
happen.
tough road trips, with Oregon State coming up. So I
Yeah.
think the Pac-12, Oregon is probably looking like the front runner the way that Washington. I don't know. I think that the Pac-12 and the Big 12 might play itself out.
Well, I love it. I was about to hit the upset pick alerts, but we just gave a bunch of them. I mean, are there any left to give?
There's
I
one
do.
more
One more.
that's
Okay.
a little peculiar.
Well,
Kansas just pulled
hold
off.
on. Not-
Cue the-
hold on.
Now I have
Okay.
permission.
Yes, now go.
As you know, Kansas pulled off the upset against Oklahoma and entered the top 25, yet they're dogs on the road against Iowa State.
Oh,
I don't know if you call this an upset, but I'm definitely taking Kansas in that one, but they're 3-point dogs.
Okay, so Kansas to win that one.
And I like Tyler's pick earlier, Arizona. I think Arizona could beat UCLA as well in Pac-12 After Dark. That was my original upset pick.
I understand back to Kansas, they're 3-point dogs, but they're ranked. So I don't know if that would classify.
Iowa State right now, it's like 4-1 in the Big 12. So I mean, Big 12's sake, that would be an upset. You know what? We'll give it to them.
I'm just going with what Vegas says. It's
Vegas.
But I gave
Tyler,
you my big upset. That would be Southern Cal beating Washington.
All right, Tyler, you going with your Arizona over UCLA?
No. I'm sticking it in the Big 12. Are you ready for this?
Okay. Let's hear it.
I'm knocking this team out the playoff race. Give me Ollie Gordon and the Oklahoma State Cowboys. It is going to be absolute bedlam. Give me Oklahoma State to pull off the upset. Oklahoma, bye-bye. Your chances are over.
And true, that game might not happen going forward. So, yeah.
This is a rivalry game.
It is.
I don't know what it's called.
Bedlam.
Bedlam.
Oh, duh.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, Bedlam. Here we go. I don't know what that means. So, I'm looking.
Come on, give me the passion. Give me chaos.
I'm looking. I was gonna say Texas A&M over Ole Miss, but that just doesn't.
What about Miami losing to North Carolina State on the road?
I got one for you. They haven't played anybody. They've got no signs to steal. Give me Purdue taking down the Wolverines.
They're 32-point favorites.
Michigan's a 32.5-point favorite, but they don't have the signs. Give me Purdue, and I don't even know their quarterback's name. They have a 2.5% chance of winning. Hudson Card's going to march into the big house, and he's going to take down J.J. McCarthy